Okay. Okay. Please let me know. Please let me know in the chat box quickly if you can see my screen, please. Okay. Okay, send it, and then another more person. Tell me that they're seeing my screen or so that. Okay, okay, okay. So, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Okay, so welcome. This is a technology consultancy online training that gets strictly to business. So this 5% as I'll be going through. If you have any question, you can stop me on the way so that I can explain to you. Stop me and ask a question because I will not be going back and forth to see who are those that have issues. So if you want to ask questions, you can just stop me when you ask questions. Then I will know that you are following, and then you have an issue that we can address. Thank you so much. So today we're going to be dealing with about 6 to 7 different formulas or standard formulas for functions in Excel. We're going to be dealing with many other functions in Excel in this to come. So let's dive in. So this formula is the if function. It's called the if function. If functions are a conditional statement that are used in Excel to tell where we whether a condition is met if it is true or a condition is not met if it is false. Yesterday I asked you to check this. This is the actual function. I was missing the syntax of it, but this is it now. You can have it. I think I share with everyone. You have it. I place it on the first sheet here. So way back we left familiarize ourselves with this function with these signs that are here. This first one here is the equal sign. I had to put this quotation sign there because I want to emphasize it. I had to put a quotation sign there because I wanted to emphasize it. And this sign is the less than sign. This sign is the greater than sign. This is the not equal to sign. So here in this scenario, remembering this way. In this scenario, technology consultancy has our company case study. We are going for Christmas break and then we want to give a gift to each of the parents who are working with the company. We are giving them the gift based on their number of children. We want to give the gift to each of our employees based on their number of children. So here we want to use the if function because an if function is one of the most powerful functions in Excel. It is used to test whether a statement is true or a statement is false. You can use an if statement to test more than 5 conditions, 6, 7, 8, even 100 plus conditions using if function in Excel. So this is a pretty good function in Excel that I want you to get familiar with. So to do this, we say the equal sign, and then we say if. So here we are saying if. We are saying if or dependent of an employee is greater than, just a moment, just a moment, just a moment. Can't start with that. Firstly, I just want to make sure we are there. Okay. So I want to say equal if an employee dependent on number of children is greater than let's say 3, that employee should have 1,000 hours. If not, that employee should have 0 or nothing. Let's say nothing. Let's say nothing. So close the parentheses and hit it. Stop that. Stop that. Or if an employee, you say, sorry, I have input a if function equal if. So if an employee dependent on number of children is greater than 3, is not greater than, sorry, is less than 3, you should have 1,000 if not 0. So this person is greater than 3, so they will now have. So from 2 downward, you have 1,000. That's what our function is saying here. So we can change it another way around. We can change it another way around. We can change it another way around and say equal if your number of children is greater than the number of children is greater than 3, or let's say 2, you should have 1,000 or 100, or the I this 3, you should have 200. If not, we say 0. So let's try that and see if that works. We need to place a second if condition here, another if condition inside an if. Okay, so if you have, or this is actually saying that if you have, let's put it down and see, then we'll understand that. So if you have 3 children, you're going to have $100 as a gift. 2 children, $100. 4 children, $100. So 3 above, you will have 100. 2 downward, you will have $200. So it's just vice versa. You can play with that. So you can even extend that condition upward to even 100 conditions. So here we have combined few of them here using their full-time status and adding different conditions. So here in one of them we say if we place this n in front because we're going to use n as many, n2 as well as another function here. So we're going to use it as many times. So to avoid you using it as many times, you just place it in front. So we're saying if your dependent is greater than 3, and then your status in the company is equals to let's see, if you are full time, working full time, what will happen? And then you join the company. But let's forget that. Let's not add that to complex things. You should have $100, if not 0. Then we'll close the second parenthesis. Or we'll close remember there's a color variation here with the parenthesis. The first parenthesis is black, the second one is green. So you have to close it with 2 parentheses as well. Green and black as well. So you enter, or you are a full-time employee, there is a syntax error if you are this, and then you work as a full-time employee, you should have 1,000. Okay, let's somewhere here. Let's add and put this up. 3, 4, 5 person are here. Let's add and put it. Okay, what guys? Welcome and thank you for joining. So that is that. that is that. Let's get that quickly done. I place all of the functions here so that you can find it easily. So we can just do and undo there.
Really nice. Too
Yeah.
much in this background of somebody, and I'm not getting
Come again, please.
where we are. So can you get me there, please?
Or I send the file. The file was sent this file I'm using. Then I send it. Check the attachments there.
Yes, I got the file, but
Simple if
where we are, I don't know.
simple if you got to stroke. I brought this in front. So stroke to the end. You see, it's simple if next step if. I want simple if. So you're gonna see my active sheet down here. My active sheet down here. So that's how the if function. When we have next step if, next to the if.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next to the if. So all of these, you can have more than 4, 5 conditions here. I place them here for practice purpose. You have more than 4, 5, 6, 7 conditions. Let's look at this one. It says here. It says here if you have a you have a dependent who is greater than or equal to full. If your dependent is greater than or equal to full, you should have $1,000 as a gift for the Christmas. Another condition also say if your dependent is equal to 3, you should have 500 as a gift for the Christmas. Another condition also say if you have your dependent, they are equal to 2, you should have $100 as a Christmas gift. If not, 0. So if you look down here as building the logic, if you add any logical text, you need to place the value that will happen if it is true, and at the end you place the value if it is false. So every function you are typing in, or formula you are typing, you're going to see it's going to give you a hint of what you need to do right here. It's going to give you a hint of what you need to do. So we close all of those parentheses, watch the colors of them, close them, and we say enter. Okay. So now if you look here, we have that 3 children 500, 2 children 100, 4 children 1,000, 5 children 1,000, 4 so it's 4 upward 1,000, have 100, 5 you want to have 1,000 and so forth. So that's how the if function works. We can use an if inside of an if. That's
Please, can
fine.
you please read the calculation? We are not following, please.
But I hope you are getting me clearly.
Yeah, we are not following, or I'm not following. So can you please do the calculation over?
Okay, so what I'm saying here, we have this is a nested if function. The if function can be used to determine whether a statement is true or a statement is false. So here we have our employees here. Take into consideration, we are going for Christmas break and want to give gift out to our employees, but we are giving the gift out to them based on their number of children that they have. So what we are saying here, we are saying if your number of children here is greater than or equal to full, that is, your number of children you have, they are more than full or they are full. That's what that statement is saying. The company is going to give you $1,000 as your Christmas gift. That's what the first condition say. Second condition also say if your number of children are equal to 3, that is, if there are three children, the company is going to give you 500. That's what that condition is saying. If not, you 0, you not have nothing. Or we can change that 0, we put a quotation and say no gift. And say no gift. Stop that. And say no gift. Another parenthesis need to be added. Sorry. We say no gift and we have that. So when we fill it down here, we have it. So we are saying this is what this condition says. This condition explains if your number of children is greater than or equal to 4, you will have 1,000. If the number of children is also equal to 3, you have 500. If not, you won't have a gift. So that's what our condition says. So this is an if statement inside of an if statement that we are using here. So I have all of them here. They are simple calculations is here for you to understand. I want to move on to lookups. Lookups. These are lookups. So there are times we need to look up or search for data in a list. The best formula for us to use is lookup. We have a table here, or this can be on a separate sheet, and want to look for a data in that list. There are two types of lookup. We have a VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. The VLOOKUP is for vertical lookup and H is for horizontal lookup. So lookup functions are functions Excel we use to look for data in a table. So like this tax table we talked about yesterday is an example. Here, this is a vertical lookup. This is a horizontal lookup. So most time and many times they might not be on the same worksheet or they might not be in the same workbook, but we're just trying to give you a practical knowledge of it so that when you see it you can know how to work with it. So in finding a vertical lookup, you can search for the exact matches or you search for approximate matches. So in this scenario, we have our employees here. These are our employees' name, their department, the date they were hired, the year they have worked with the company, the status, whether full time, half time, or hourly, their current salary. So based on their salaries, their salary difference, like we said, they might not have the same salary. So according to your salary range, we're going to find your tax rate. So according to this tax table here, we say if you are working and you are earning zero, you will pay 0% tax. If you are earning from $1 to 500 upward to 5 to 14,000 and 99, you're going to get 1%. Same thing with the 15,000. Between 15 to 25,000, you pay 3%. 25 to 35,000, you're going to pay 5%. So this is the tax table. We want to know the tax rate for each of our employees here. Now to do this, we use the lookup. We use the lookup or function because we want to look for data in a table. So we say equal. This table we are looking for the data in is a vertical. It's a vertical table, so we want to use the VLOOKUP. So we say equal VLOOKUP. We want to look for data. What data are we looking for? We want to look for the percentage for this salary. So we say VLOOK for the salary in this table, comma, in this tax table, and then we say command 2. We are saying 2 because we want to look in this table, but we are looking in the second column. So when you look as the formula is building up, it's a VLOOKUP, look for the value. What value are we looking for? We are looking for the salary. We want to find the percentage of this salary, and then it asks us for the table array, meaning where we want to look for the data. We find this, and then they say the column index number, meaning the column in which this data we are looking for is in the second column, so we represent that by 2, and then that's all we want to find. We'll close the parenthesis and hit enter. Now it here give us percentage. Let's put that end percentage right here. So it said this employee going to be paying. Who is that employee? Peterson Griffiths. His salary is 56,469. He's going to be paying 8% tax. So 56,000 is around here. 55,000 to 65,000 is 8%. So Peterson Griffiths is going to be paying 8% as his tax. Let's do the next person. Let's do this for Victor Morris so that we can understand that again. We are using VLOOKUP. We use VLOOKUP as a vertical lookup to look for data, whether the exact match or the approximate match in a table. So since this table we are looking for data in is a vertical table, we use the VLOOKUP. If it's a horizontal table, we use the HLOOKUP. And then at times this table and this entire data might not be on the same sheet or in the same workbook. Based on what we are doing, you will be able to do that. We have a practice problem here where we're going to calculate data from multiple sheets so that you can have an idea of how that works if you encounter it. So say equal VLOOKUP, we stand for vertical lookup. They ask us the next thing is we should look for the lookup value, which is this value, the salary, comma, the table array where we want to find the data in. This is the table. Select this entire data, comma. Next thing, the column index, where in this identical table we want to find this value. This table has two columns and we want to look for it in the next column, which is this second column. So we say comma 2. Close the parenthesis and hit enter. So we have it here. We got to convert it to percentage. Let's click on percent. We have 6%. So Victor Morris salary is $43,302. $43,000 should be somewhere around here. So this is 35,000 to 45,000. So it's between here. So it's 6%. So just fill down the column. We're going to have that. It might not have it for everyone. You got to check that and double check if it's that. So that's that. We move on to another section of the lookup function called the next step lookup. Next step lookup is another type of next step VLOOKUP is another type of VLOOKUP that we use to look for value in or next table, a table that is next by. That's what our nested lookup is. So in this scenario, we have various dependents here. Let me go this way. Firstly, I think so that we can have that. We have dependents here, which is the number of our employees and their various locations in the counties. And then we want to know firstly, all of these counties that are here, which one of the region is found, whether the western region, the southeast, the central, the north region, and so forth. We first want to find the region firstly before we can use this table to find the tax rate. So here we want to find the region. Maryland is found in here. We use the VLOOKUP because this county region is in a vertical table. So we say equal VLOOKUP, parentheses open. What are we looking for? We are looking for Maryland County in this table. And then we are looking for Maryland County. We are looking for it in the second column. And then we want to find the exact match. The exact match of it. So to find the exact match, we say 0, we use 0 or we say false. So we say 0, close the parenthesis. Close the parenthesis. What's that here? I have the parenthesis. There should be 1. Close the parenthesis and hit enter. So we say Maryland County is in the southeast. If you look here, you're going to see Maryland County is in the southeast. So let's do that again for this next county, Sando County. Here we firstly want to know our dependent, where they are located, including their number of dependent. Then we can use this information to find the tax dependent rate table in their region. So firstly we want to find the location or the region of each one of these counties. So we say equal. We use a VLOOKUP because that table is a vertical table. Sando County, let's find Sando County in this region table, and then we are looking in the second column. That's why we say true, and then we say you see true and false. True is for you can type TRUE or we say false. Then we have it down here. We just scroll down and click on that for exact match. So we also have it in the southeast. Then that's that we can auto fill down the column, find all of them there, they're going to be added. So that's how we use another way we can use the vertical lookup. Nested vertical lookup.
Who did that one last time, please?
Okay, let's go back up there. So this is the county region table. We want to know where can we find each of these counties, whether in the southeast, in the west, in the north, and so forth. So we're saying we are using a VLOOKUP or nested VLOOKUP. Nested VLOOKUP is used to find a value, what an approximate value or an exact value in the next table. That's why it's called nested VLOOKUP. So we say equal VLOOKUP. Want to find Maryland County, command from this table. And then where is the data I want to find for Maryland County? What column is it located? It's located in the second column. It will have the regions. So we say 2 to represent the second column. And then we want to find the exact match of these values. So we use 0 to find the exact match, or we type in false. After that, we close the parentheses and enter. We have Maryland County in the southeast. So as we fill it down the column, we will have all of them, all of those values there. Here's another situation here. After we have found their locations, we want to use this table, which is their dependent table per region, to find their tax rate as well. So once we see the region each county is seated, we will now want to know their tax rate per dependent. Maybe we are using this scenario as a study or case study. For example, you have to pay or tax deduction according to your number of children. So maybe they say if you have 3 children, you're going to pay 52% tax. If you have 4 children, you're going to pay 42% tax, and so forth. So we want to use this table, including their region, to find their tax dependent table. So the first thing we need to do, we going to look for their region like we did, and then we use this table to find that. So what we are doing here, we're going to use a VLOOKUP inside of a VLOOKUP, because we firstly use a VLOOKUP to find this location. Then we're going to use a VLOOKUP again because we have another table to find the tax rate. So let's do that. So we say equal VLOOKUP. Stop that. Equal VLOOKUP. Parenthesis open. Then we find inside that VLOOKUP, we'll find another VLOOKUP for the dependent. Let's first go for the dependent and see where that dependent is. Okay, the county firstly. We see where is the county. We firstly find a region. One is in the second column. I want to find the exact match of that. We close that parenthesis, we say comma, and we use this regional tax table to find the exact match of the dependent. So we select this table, we select this table, selection for the table. So we select this table. This is the regional tax table. We did range name. So when I select this entire table, you're going to see the range name here that I created for it. So we say command, and then we now take the dependent, which is 5, and then we say command. We want to find the exact match of it. So we say 0, and then we close the parenthesis and hit enter. So here, this person, let's look at that and order fill it down. We are getting an error here, so there should be a little problem with the syntax. Let's verify that. We use a VLOOKUP inside of VLOOKUP to find this, and then find it. Okay, so there are 2 ways we can do that. The first way we do that is, since we have already find this location here, let's just increase the zoom a bit so that we see clearly. Let me increase the zoom on here. Okay, since we have already find the location here, we can copy this. Let's copy this value. Select, or you can say Ctrl C, or you click on copy, press escape, move to this next place, and then you paste. So we have already found that. So now we need to use another VLOOKUP again inside of a VLOOKUP to find the tax dependent or rate table. So we say VLOOKUP VLOOKUP inside of this. Then we come at the end here. Is the command. Where is this table? This is the dependent table. Command. And then what is the number of dependent the person have? You have 5 dependent. And then command 0, close the parenthesis, and hit enter. So you can play around that. We can use a VLOOKUP inside of a VLOOKUP, and then these are pretty much of our good functions that will come away when as we are working in Excel, so that we give you a hint of them. Just touching them randomly so that you can get to know them and get familiar with them. So as you familiarize yourself with them, it's going to be helpful for you because these are many important functions and most used function people use in Excel. So this is another scenario here. Or we're taking this scenario like a flight is leaving from Monrovia to that usually carry goods to the various counties, and the flight divide all of those counties according to zone. So if you look down here in this little table, we have the zone 1 is Kagata, zone 2 is Bassa, zone 3 is Bond, zone 4 Ganta, zone 5 Reverses, zone 6 is Sweju, and so forth. So these are the zones and these are the counties the flight is transporting stuff to. Then on this table, the flight, as we all know, it can weigh the flight weigh the goods that you are carrying. So these are the sizes the flight can weigh from in kilogram, 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg, 5 kg. So and this is the zone. So this table consists of the size of your package and the zone destination. So the size of your package and your zone destination will determine the price you're going to pay. So here, if you have a luggage that weigh 1 kg and is going in zone 1, this is zone 1 and this is 1 kg, you're going to be paying $10.69. So if you are having a package that weigh 1 kg and then is going in zone 2, you should be paying $12.79. But we have to do a calculation here that allow us to find that. So the best function in Excel that can help us to do that is the index function. The index function allows us to pull out information from a row and column. As you know, we have the column reference. So in this exercise, we have to transport each item to their various zone per their price. So if a size weigh of a package weigh 5 kg and then is going in zone 7, how do we calculate the or destination for that before we come on this side? So we're just going to do what here, a little modification here as well. So we just say equal index index, say index dix command this parenthesis close, and we hit end on that command. It should be of times. Sorry. This. What is that? What is that? What is that? So I just didn't have. Okay, so let's leave that and come here so that we get the actual thing we are saying here. I just place that in for an example so that you know that if an item is going zone 5, is a weigh 5 kg and is going zone 7, and we want to know the price of it. These are the examples I placed on the side. That will never require calculation. So we have items here, for example, a computer with 5 kilogram is going in destination or zone 5. It will weigh 37.79. So we need to use this table to find this value. So to do that here, we say equal the index and we specify the table location and then the kilogram and that of the or the destination. So we say equal index. Where is the table we want to look for the fix in? So we say this is the table. We select this entire table. We see it there. I did the range name for it. I give it a range name called the flight cost. comma, this, comma, this, and then we close it. So we say we are indexing. You should find the index of the for the flight cost. If an item weighs 1 kg and is going in zone 5 or zone 3, say enter. So you're going to be paying $15 for 29 cents for this bag if it's going to 5 and only 1%. Let's verify that in the table. So one size zone 3 and size 1 kg. This is zone 3 and size 1 kg. So you find it right here. So you're going to pay this amount. So let's do that again for the next item. Phone, we have a phone that weighs 4 kg and is going in zone 2. So we say equal index the table array for that. We say comma this, comma this, and then we close it. So you're gonna pay $20 point 29 cents for that. If you weigh 4 kg, it's going in zone 2. So you just fill down the column and you're gonna find all of those prices for those items that are going in various zone. If you verify them here, let's see if a heater weigh 2 kg and going in zone 3. Weigh 2 kg and going in zone 3, 17.8. So we get that. That's that. So thank you. So we are going a bit complex, making it a bit complex. So if you have any question, you can stop and ask your question so that we know you're following, so that we can not keep going and then you are not getting what we are doing here. So let's do that quickly. We're going to give the rest of it as an assignment for today. I'm going to give you the rest of it as an assignment.
So before we go quickly, can we go back to hello?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Before we go quickly, can we go back? Can we go back a little bit to the nested lookup, which I didn't get the second step, please.
Okay, because of time, this is the formula here. You can just copy this and paste it there. I explain everything here. This is the function. We are using a VLOOKUP inside of a VLOOKUP to firstly find the location where this county is, where his dependent is, and then we use this county region table to find that. Then we use the regional tax table to find his tax dependent on rate as well, per the region. So, well, I'm going to give the rest of these because I placed the function so that you can try it for an assignment. So we want to discuss is we're going to do like 2 or stuff and then call it a day. So here we have social security numbers for all of these employees that are here. We also have these social security numbers here. We want to know if we have any social security number here that match these social security numbers that are here. Like I said, some of this information that we place on the book side by side here in columns might not be on the same necessary column. They might be in another worksheet or in another workbook. But before this section ends, we end all of this practice. We have practice here. We're going to be calculating data on multiple sheets so that in workbook so that you can get an idea of that. So what we do here, we want to match and check if these match any other functions here. So there is a function in Excel called match. We use it to match data in various tables, rows, or columns, or workbook or worksheet. So we say match. We want to know if for data in column Q, comma, match for data in this column, comma, and then we want to find the exact match of it. So it says 0, close it, and here enter. So they are saying that this social security number is found on the 27th row. So let's go down to 27. We say 5552. 55 is the last digit. It said 27. Let's check 27. So this is 27. So find this is in the 27 row. That's what it's saying. So we have found out that this match of value in this table, so let's fill it down the column. If you ever this should be the second, this is the second here. Find that 13. So we also want to know who has this social security numbers that are matched here, these names that we have here. So to do that, we also use combining the index function and that of the next function to find this value, because we say, what did we say about index? We say index allow us to pull out information from the book and the column as well as have the column reference as well, as long we have the column reference. So let's go back there. We want to find the okay, this is it. We want to find where we match this, where these names or represent these social security numbers are matched. So we say equal index parenthesis open. We want to know if these names, we select the entire column here, comma matches, matc match, or this social security number if that of this in this column, and then we want to find the exact match of it. We say 0, close the parentheses. Remember, we have two parentheses, so we got to close it with two parentheses and say enter. So on 27, this is for James Howe. Let's check James Howe on 27, and it should be there. This is James Howe. So James Howe has this social security number and he's on row 27. So let's do that again for this next person, then we move on quickly. So we say equal index, we use the index function to find the name of this person, comma, that matches or social security number in this row, and then we, oh no, we want to, this is the social security number or social security number here, comma, before we can have in this entire row. Then we want to find the exact match in that list. So we see 0 for the exact match, of course. Close the parentheses as we have opened them. Close it. So the second person is Wizard 12 on row 2. So this is row 2. We have a Wizard 12. This is his social security number. So to do that, it's fill it on the column. So that is that. We use a match and index function to pull out information from a range of information. That's for index. And then we use the match function to search for the exact match for these values. So we're going to stop here and take questions or comments. And then we have all of these ones that we have here. I want you to go and do this last three match, approximate match, and exact match. And then if you can even attempt all of these ones that are here, you do that. If we come back next week, we want to look at that. But for next week, everyone you're going to tell us what you get there. It's not actually an assignment. Maybe you go to class, you just tell us what you get, and maybe I'm gonna call you individually to just say on or the choose sheet. What do you have for the first month or the quarter or the first quarter, or for the approximate match? What do you have for the tax rate? Or we'll move on to the next. This here, what do you have for the tax rate, and so forth. So any question or comment, then we follow the any question or
Your background noise to now, Kachi.
really. Yeah, you're so
Yo,
okay. I'm so sorry. A lot of people having graduation party around, so that that jolly time. So I'm so sorry, but I think I'm clear. Or you are not getting me do the noise, but I think I'm clear. Okay, guys. So let me stop the recording here. I did this because we are working 45 minutes now until Monday when I can reactivate this platform on the people version for us to run the class for 1 hour from next week. So please try all of these. That's why I sent them here so that you can try them. And let me take attendance. Then we'll stop the class here for tonight. I want every one of us to try it because I'm going to be asking you to try harder and see how best you can solve them because I've placed the functions and the formulas there as well. So I'm ending the recording now. Thank you for today, and hope you join us next week.